Our story today is the web files to go with our Get a Clue theme for the week. We also have a lineup in the background to find the suspect for a crime that has occurred here in the library. And this is our lineup of suspects. We hope that our detective here is able to solve the crime for us. This story is based on an old-time detective show called Dragnet. You might look it up on your phone if you want to. And the main detective there was Jack Webb. So we have the Webb files and Webb detective. The story is by Margie Palatini. 6:32 a.m. This is the farm. My partner Bill and I were working the barnyard shift. It was peaceful, quiet. Then we got the call. Cock-a-doodle-doo! A lot of squawking going on down in the coop area, Detective Webb. Looks like foul play. Report says feathers are flying. Chief says we should check out the chicks. Chicks? Check. Let's fly. Dum-dee-dum-dum. 6:35 a.m. The hen's house. We knocked on the door. She answered. Bark, 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 bark. Just the facts, ma'am, just the facts. I've been robbed, she clucked, unruffling her feathers. Robbed, I tell you. Robbed, robbed, robbed. So you're saying that you were robbed? Is that right, ma'am? What exactly is missing from the nest, ma'am? Eggs, ma'am? Chicks, ma'am? Peppers, she said with a flap. Peppers? I asked. My perfect purple peppers that were just about ready to be pickled. About how many perfect purple, almost pickled peppers would you say were pilfered, pinched, and picked? A bushel? Walk, walk, she squawked. No, a peck, I tell you, a whole purple pepper pickin' peck. Have any idea who would pick a peck of your perfect purple, almost pickled peppers? Not a clue, she clucked. I turned to Bill and gave a quick quack. Round up the usual suspects. Dum-dee-dum-dum. 9:06 a.m. Headquarters was hopping. A miss named Muffet had just been tossed off for Tuffet, and a gal named Peep was missing some sheep. I noticed that 3 little kittens had lost their mittens. They began to cry. I wanted to help. I couldn't. I had pickled peppers to worry about. We had Horner over in the corner trying to make a little boy blue quack. Okay, blue boy, quit blowing your horn. Time to make hay. Suppose you just tell me where you were this morning. I'm innocent, I tell you, innocent, quivered the kid. I was under the haystack, fast asleep. Honest, ask anybody. Sure, I've heard that bedtime story before. Got any witnesses? My partner shook his head. Nope, sheep were in the meadow, cows were in the corn. Things looked black for the boy in blue. And then we got another call. There's been some horsing around reported down near barn and pen, said Bill. Looks like another robbery. We put the kid out to pasture. Dum-dee-dum-dum. 10:43 a.m. Corner of barn and pen. Bill and I talked to the horses. Whoa, you there, I called out. Like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind, sir. Nay, not at all, he answered. What do you know about a peck of unlawfully picked, perfect, purple, almost pickled peppers? 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 A peck of purple peppers, but not a thing. Somebody just hightail it out of here with a tub of my tartest, tasty tomatoes. Tomatoes? You say tomatoes and I say tomatoes. Somebody just hauled the whole thing off. And find my lettuce while you're at it too, sighed a sheep. Somebody just lifted a load of my luscious leafy lettuce not 10 minutes ago. This is bad, really bad. My partner looked at me and scratched his head. Peppers, tomatoes, lettuce? What do you make of all of this, Webb? There was only one thing to make out of all of this. Salad. Dum-dee-dum-dum. 11:47 a.m., the squad room. My partner and I were still trying to quack the case, but we didn't have any idea whom to ID. Rats, said Bill. That's it, I shouted. There was only one suspect who was sneaky enough, wily enough, and tricky enough to pick a peck of perfect purple, almost pickled peppers, take a tub of tasty tart tomatoes, and lift a load of luscious leafy lettuce. 12:22 p.m. My partner and I were hot on the tail of that dirty rat. Dum-dee-dum-dum. 12:46 a.m. A real hole in the wall. We know you're holed up in there, you dirty rat. Let us in. He did. What's up, Duck? There's been some trouble down on the farm, I said. What do you know about a rash of recent robberies? Robberies? Robberies, said the rat rather innocently. What makes you think I know anything about a robbery? I'm no cheesy snitch. Can it, Ratso, I said. You've been in nothing but garbage for years. The rat grinned. Okay, sure, go ahead, Flatfoot. Look anywhere you want, he said with a smirking smile. You make it quick, Quacker. You're interrupting my lunch. Lunch? Rodent, I said, taking a gander at his table. What's going on here, the rat hissed. You're not going to pin this rap on me. Where's your evidence, you waddling webfoot? You got nothing on me. Nothing, see? I'm clean. Clean. I tell you I'm clean. I picked a piece of lettuce from under his chin. Not clean enough, you dirty rat. I smelled his breath. Just as I suspected. Garlic mayo. Book him, Ducko. His salad days are over. Over? Over? They can't be over, he cried as he was cuffed and led away. I haven't even had my dessert. My partner gave me a pat on the back. Looks like you quacked another one, Webb. How'd you ever figure it was him? Just playing a hunch he ate the evidence for lunch and forgot to use his napkin and brush his teeth. He's a dirty rat. He never did have good hygiene. Dum-dee-dum-dum. The rat was tried and convicted on 3 counts of vegetable vagrancy, offensive bad breath, and not using a napkin to wipe under his chin. He was sent up the river and sentenced to 6 months of farm labor, with time off for good behavior, better table manners, and clean teeth. Case closed. Dum-dee-dum-dum. Dum-dee-dum-dum-dum.
Today we're over at the jail and we have the fingerprint kit. Can you explain that to me and what we use that for?
We fingerprint here at the Sheriff's Office for applicant prints for people wanting employment, registered nurses, law enforcement agencies that need fingerprinted. We do have a charge for that as well, for applicant prints up here in the Sheriff's Office. We also have an automated fingerprint identification system in our jail for criminal activity.
Okay, very cool.
This right here is what we call the Digit 10. It's an inkless system. that we plug in. It's a red type of ink, and it gets developed into what you would normally develop like a picture right in here. So after we take a full set of prints, we can develop it. It comes out black. The applicant is provided the prints, and they can take it and mail it to the appropriate people.
Okay, very.
Back in the jail with the automated fingerprint identification system, we can bring you back there and I can show you that.
Okay, that would be great.
Okay, we're gonna demonstrate how to get fingerprints with an inkless system. We're at the sheriff's office, right behind the library. We play in your yard, but we never knew what was inside. Have you been here when we've been out in the yard?
No, I haven't.
Oh, in the summer reading, we have games or something.
Oh, nice. Okay, this is the Digit 10. This is an inkless system, although we do use a type of ink. It's not like the traditional black ink. And what we do is we have you wipe down your fingertips to get them out clean. We have this, normally what we use as a fingerprint, an applicant fingerprint form that looks like this. And the criminal fingerprint forms are usually in red. This can be used as a backup for the jail as well. And what we like to do is we get the form filled out and all their information placed up here, and then we start the prints. We do a thumb rolls, and I just get it inked up here, and it'll tell you right on these boxes where to print, and we're going to do a full roll, which is normally nail bed to nail bed. So for the right thumb, I'm going to print nail bed to nail bed and pull it straight up. So when we do what we call a slap, I'm going to pull this back up, and normally we would do the whole hand, all 5 fingers on both right and left. And when we come down here and we do the slaps, we'll do your right thumb again and complete a slap. And these should match. Okay?
So you don't roll that one.
Yep, that one's a slap. This one's a roll. Now these will match when they get sent in. They will verify that those 2 fingerprints match. And on the Digit 10, we take this and we'll put it in here to develop. Usually takes about 40 seconds. Yeah. And with the APHIS machine, it's all digital, so you don't have to worry about any inks or developing, and it's automatic. With the automated fingerprint system that we just showed you, you just press a button and automatically gets sent to the federal and state. And this is the automated fingerprint identification system, otherwise known as APHIS. NSP also has this machine in town. What we use this for is mainly criminal, for any type of criminal activity, elimination. All these workflow managers kind of give us an idea of who we need to print and for what reasons. Most of the criminals that come through are always going to be printed under criminals. We have identification areas for ID verification. Nebraska applicants, the same as what we do up front, but digitally. Juveniles. Let's go back. Sorry, juveniles, quick 10 fingerprint searches. So we have one for Nebraska, one federally, and sex offender registrations. And then with the criminals, normally what we do basically is, other than printing, is we clean them up a little bit, make sure that it's readable. We do the fingerprints right here. This is where we do palm prints. This is where we do our rolls, and this is where we do our slaps. And we also do a photograph of the individual right over here prior to the prints.
Do we have anything we can replace the peach with?
You can do your own fingerprinting at home, boys and girls. It's kind of fun to see what your fingerprint looks like. All you need is a soft lead pencil, a piece of paper, and a little bit of tape. So take your pencil and make a heavy spot on a piece of paper that picks up a lot of that lead. And when you get a spot big enough for your finger, just press your finger onto the scratching that you did, and then take a piece of tape, put it over your finger. Can you see how my fingerprint is showing up? When we take that tape off and put it on a piece of paper, you can really see what your fingerprint looks like. We also have lots of books at the library, boys and girls, that you might like to take a look at. All fingerprints fall into these three patterns: an arch, a loop, or a whorl. You could get a library book and compare your fingerprint to some of those and learn a little bit about fingerprinting. You can also use those fingerprints as a craft, and it was a lot of fun to make a fingerprint. Here we used an ink pad. You could do the same thing that I just did with the pencil, and then turn those fingerprints into pictures of people or animals, or several fingerprints could be a caterpillar, a bullfrog. Add some other features with a crayon, felt tip, or a pencil, and see how creative you can be. Good way to fill up a hot summer afternoon.
Hi boys and girls, today I am going to teach you how to make your own secret message. It's very simple but very fun to do. What you need is a blank piece of paper, and what you're going to do is you're going to take 1 tablespoon of baking soda and 1 tablespoon of water. You're going to put that into a cup or a bowl. You're going to mix that up. You can mix that up with a Q-tip or a paintbrush. Today I'm going to use a paintbrush. And you'll mix that all up, and you need to let that sit for 10 minutes or longer if you want to, but make sure it at least sits for 10 minutes. When it's all been sitting in this cup for 10 minutes, then you can take your paintbrush and you can write your message on your blank piece of paper, just like so. And you're going to let that completely dry because you want to make sure no one else can read your message. If it's wet, they might be able to see it. So let it dry all the way. Then when it's dried, you're going to take 2 tablespoons of apple vinegar or white vinegar. You're going to put that into your cup or your bowl, and then you're going to put 6 drops of food coloring. Today I chose blue because blue is my favorite color. So I just put 6 drops right into my cup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now I'm going to mix that all up with my paintbrush, because you can see it needs to be all mixed up there. So just mix it all up. Okay, I have that mixed up. Now look at my sheet. You can't see what it says. So how are we going to see? Well, we're going to take our paintbrush and we're going to find out what it says. Sometimes it gets a little extra wet, so. Sometimes you don't need a whole bunch because sometimes it's harder to see it. But if you kind of let it dry, you can see there's an H and an I and an exclamation mark. And you can make your own message at home.
And if you loved that activity, you'll probably also like some other secret codes that you can do. You can find these online. They use numbers, letters, Morse code. It's a great way to send a secret message and have them solve it. So you can find these online and have some more fun.
Hi, we have Shelley, our young adult librarian, and she is going to play our next game called the Clue Box. We are going to put secret items into the clue box that has a window for us to observe while she puts her hands bravely down the holes
Oh, Sharon, I don't know.
to feel what we have in store for her. Are you ready, Shelley?
I'm ready, Sharon. Let's do this.
You guys can do this at home too, after you see how it works.
Okay. All right, I'll turn
first,
around.
First item, Shelley's not going to look. Mitzi, can you bring on? Show us what we have.
Mystery item number 1.
Ooh. Okay, without looking, turn around, Shelley,
Okay.
and get ready to feel your first.
All right. Oh my gosh, I'm a little nervous here. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Deep and let us know what you think.
Oh, Sharon, it's kind of sticky.
Sticky.
Oh, I think I have an idea.
Can
Is
you
it
see in there, kids? What do you think?
is it spaghetti?
Why,
yes,
it is.
Spaghetti.
Okay, are you ready for round 2?
Yes. Let's play.
Yeah, let's see. This is something you might all have at home. All right, ready for round 2.
Okay, here
Reach
we go.
right in there.
Right in there. I was kind of. Oh, here we go. Okay, okay.
Hot or cold?
Oh, okay. There's that. Oh, it's a little chilly. Oh, it's wet and cold and smushy. Is it whipped cream?
Oh, she's good.
Oh,
She's good.
Oh.
Yeah. And we have supplies for you to get cleaned
I
up
like
for the
your
next one.
game.
And what do we have up next?
Next, it may be hard to even recognize. Get up some of this other evidence out of there.
Okay, this is a favorite.
Okay. Here we go.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
I didn't see.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Rotate and
Okay.
feel.
Here we go. In the box. Oh, it feels warmer in the.
Hot or cold?
Oh, Sharon. What? Oh,
I don't think she'll guess this one.
it's kind of light and fluffy. And it pulls apart. Is it angel food cake?
No.
No. Is it cotton?
Getting warmer.
Oh. Is it cotton candy?
Cotton candy, she's good.
Two tasty treats.
Okay, for our fourth and final,
Okay.
it's got to be a good one.
Okay. I'm nervous.
Is it alive?
It better not be. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. It's not alive. Okay. It's a critter. A rubber critter. Is it a lizard?
Close.
Close. Is it a gecko?
I think she got it.
She is very good.
Thanks for watching, kids, and you can do this with household items from your home.
It's fun.
Hi, kids. I'm going to show you a cool activity that you can do at home. We're here in the library between 2 book stacks, but at your house you can do it in your hallway or in your room if you have the space. We're playing like this is a laser field. Like if you were in a building and there's laser lights and it prevents you from getting from point A to point B, you have to crawl through and not be detected. It's simple to do. You just take a skein of yarn and some painter's tape and some scissors and make an obstacle course like I've done here. Tape from one side to the other. Now, let's see if I can get through undetected. It's not going to be easy. Make a challenge for you and your friends. You can even race and see how fast you go. I hope I don't knock any strings down. I feel that I'm touching them because I'm a little bit, and I probably shouldn't handle them. But do the best you can and have fun with it. See you later, kids.